Welcome to another edition of Famitsu Check It Out. My name is Paul Smith, and this is OWR Games. We're going to be looking at the newest edition of Famitsu, and this week's main topic is this mobile game called Gankore, or Kankore. I've never played this game or even heard of it, but it looks like it's been running for 7 years, and they're celebrating the anniversary of that game. So let's open up the latest issue. This week we took a week off last week because I'm assuming that Famitsu didn't publish a magazine because it was Golden Week. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe I just wasn't able to find it, but I went to all the normal spots that I normally go to find the magazine, and it wasn't there. So, yeah. So we had a little bit of a break last week. I've been doing this every week since I started. I'm not really sure when I started. I'll have to go back and do that research, and yeah, if I make it to a year, we'll have to do something big. So this is where we're going to start. We're going to start with the Famitsu Weekly Top 30. Number 1 is Animal Crossing New Horizons. I think that game is going to be super popular during this whole coronavirus thing. So even in Japan, it's super popular. Supposedly kids are going to be going back to school the 1st of June, so yeah, who knows if it'll stay up in that top spot for much longer. Number 2 is Final Fantasy VII Remake, down from number 1 last week or last time. I'm not really sure where they're recording this from. I'll have to pull out my old issue and maybe see if the dates match up or if they skipped a week there as well. Number 3, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Number 4, Resident Evil 3. Number 5, Smash Brothers. Now that's up from number 7. So yeah, I think a lot of kids are staying home with their what do you call it, devices, their Switches, and getting more games. Now these are all physical sales. This does not include any kind of download sales. Number 6, One Piece, the Musou game, Dynasty Warrior style game for PlayStation 4. Number 7 is the Switch version of that. Number 8, Super Mario Party. You can see that came up from number 10. So yeah, a lot of these Nintendo games are moving up. Number 9 is Pokemon Sword and Shield. How the mighty have fallen. Number 10, Minecraft. Minecraft has been on the top list for quite a long time. It's interesting that it's still sticking through for being a 10-year-old game. I'm not really sure. A couple surprises on the rest of the list. I'm not going to go through these. One of the new games is number 16. Orambia Soare. I have no idea what the hell this is. What is this? Adventure game. Orambia Soare. I don't know. Maybe it'll show up later in the magazine and I'll figure out what it is. But yeah. The next interesting thing is the 3DS version of Animal Crossing is still on the list. So the Switch version is keeping interest in the 3DS version kind of going. All right, let's move on to the next thing. The most wanted games, 30 most wanted games in Japan. Number 1, we have Tales of Arise. Yeah, that's been pretty steady at that number 1 spot. Number 2 is the new Breath of the Wild game from Nintendo. Nintendo made some announcements this last week. I guess there's a new Paper Mario coming, and I can't remember. I thought they said something else, but Number 3 is Bravely Default 2, which is up from number 6. And then Ghosts of Tsushima. Number 5 is Cyberpunk 2077. 6, Bayonetta 3. Number 7 is the new, or the not new, but the Xenoblade Definitive version. This is a remake of the Wii game that came out. Number 8 is new Megaten. What is the actual name of it? Megaten. Shin Megami Tensei game come out. Number 9 is Ushido, which always appears on the rookies list on the following page. And number 10, not really sure what this is. Something coming from Nihon Falcom. It's an RPG. Not sure what that would be. What is that? Eio Densetsu? Yeah, I'm not really sure. So yeah, that's your top list. Number 29 is the only new edition. I'm not really sure what the Catherine. Oh, Catherine Full Body for Nintendo Switch. I never got into the Catherine games. That game has been around and remade so many times. But yeah, I think I played it on PlayStation 3 for a little while, and then I ended up just like selling it again. It wasn't really for me. So here's the rookies. These are the games that have no sequels or anything like that. All original titles. Number 1 is Ushido. Number 2, Ghosts of Tsushima. Number 3, Cyberpunk 2077. God, I'm gonna look this up, and I'll probably forget it again next time we do this. But let me see what this kanji is. Oh. And right? Tensui. Sorry, I'm like looking around my camera for. Is this it? No. It must be. Tenhole, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. So that's got to be it. So it's, I think it's Tenhole or Tensui. Probably Tenhole. Yeah. Tenhole. Amehole. Yeah. Something like that. Tenhole Sakuna Hime. Coming from Marvelous. Number 5 is Elden Ring. Number 6 is what is it? Genshin, I think. There's Tenho Sakana Hime for the PlayStation 4. I guess the Switch one is more popular. I'm not gonna read the rest of these. So, yeah. So there's your top 10 rookie games that are coming this year. Some processing. All right, let's move on. They've got some information here about Stellaris. Looks like 8/27. It's coming out in Japan for the PlayStation 4. Stellaris has been out in the West for quite a long time. Looks like it's finally coming to Japan. Just got some information about that. I'm not sure how Japanese feel on space shooter type games. But the indie title of the week this week is The Messenger. Now this has been out in Japan for forever. I think it was probably simultaneously released over here within America. It says that it's came out August 30th of 2018. So yeah, so that's been out for a while. I think they're just going back to kind of take a look at it and remember it, basically. What else? So yeah, here's the big feature for that Kan Kore. So Kan means battleship. If you see here, actually the top of this kanji they've stylized into like the top of a battleship. That part shouldn't be there. It should just be below that. So yeah, so some kind of game having to do with battleships. I'm not really sure. Yeah, these characters here look pretty mecha. They've got like steampunk parts on them. Yeah, I'm not really sure what kind of game this is. All of the action screens that they have in the game look pretty normal, but then they have these like C routes here that are telling you like ABC. So maybe you're plotting courses and doing like strategic battles and stuff like that. Probably some kind of a strategy game, but it is for what, PC and Android, I believe. Probably started on PC, I would think. Yeah, it's been on PC since 2013. So that the PC version is the 7-year anniversary. It came to Android in 2016. So yeah, so they go really in depth with this game. I don't really have much interest in it, so I'm just gonna fly through it. Yeah, they're going into all these battles. It looks like they have some sub battles as well. This gets into characters and stuff like this. Pictures drawn for other anniversaries here. Cute. Interviews with some of the voice actresses. What else do we? Merchandise for the game. Half nude girls. What do we have here? Kankore Arcade. So they made an arcade game as well. Swimsuit mode. Yeah, July and August. The arcade is going to have a swimsuit mode. So, whatever. Yeah, so that's that. I don't really know anything about that game, and it doesn't look anything like I want to play. So let's move the move through the manga. I didn't know this, but there is a Sonic at the 2020 Olympics that's coming out from Sega, Android and iOS. Actually came out about a week ago, 5/7. So yeah, I didn't know about this. Might be pretty interesting to play. I'll probably have to download that and see how it is. It looks like your normal kind of mobile kind of game. I think Runner is probably going to be one of the more popular things. Got Runner down here as well. Looks like we have wall climbing. This is your world map. So you're going to be, looks like maybe competing in like different kinds of events and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought that looked kind of cool. I'm going to have to try that out. Here's the update for Final Fantasy 14. We'll come back to our favorite part. I think that's about it for this issue. As I was looking through this issue, I thought to myself, man, there's really not much to talk about. Let's look at some of the upcoming games. Full Regalia. Mars or Die. Coming to the Switch. H2 Interactive. What do we got? Venture Kid. Baron Dragon Odyssey from Kemco. Saints Row full package coming to Switch. So that must be a localized version. Zombie Night Terror. Over here. One looks kind of cool. Looks like kind of Kirby graphics. Jack and Jill DX. Oh. Bird Game Plus. So these two games are coming from the same maker. Guilty Gear coming out. Is this a remake of the original one? Yeah, it must be a remake because it's only 1,000 yen. It's only $10. It must be a remake of the original one because they're making a new Guilty Gear game, I thought. Yeah, that'll be interesting. What else do we got here? They have another Guilty Gear over here on the 16th. Okay, so this the previous one. This is download only. This is the 20th anniversary package. So they're probably doing some kind of like a special edition one. This one says download only. Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear. Execs Accent Core plus all. Is this a new game or is it just Execs? I guess is a series of Guilty Gear games. Like a Nintendo Switch version of a Vita game that came out. In Japan, they do a lot of this for Nintendo Switch onto the title. So I don't know if they need to do that for copyright reasons or what. Yeah, we don't need to look through all these. New Ease game is coming out. Team Sonic Racing. They still haven't gotten that in Japan? Crazy. Back in 1995, this is a game that's been out forever. I mean, been around forever. It finally came out in America quite a while ago. But it looks like it's coming to Vita, Switch, PS4, and Xbox One in Japan. Resident Evil Origins Collection for Switch. Resident Evil HD Remaster for Switch. So, Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster. Resident Evil 4 coming to Switch. So, this is that game that was we saw a couple weeks back, Valhalla. I thought that looked kind of interesting. Really digi graphics and stuff like that. I thought it looked kind of cool. Yeah, I think we're good on that. We're into June. Rage 2 is finally coming to Japan. Lucky Japanese people. Yeah, they do. I think they're just wasting space with all of these because they didn't have, because they had the holiday. I think these previews don't take much to kick out. They've got previews up until the end of July. So these are two columns that they have pretty much every week. This one as well. They've got a couple of cross reviews we could take a look at. If any of you are interested in Sekiro, they're doing a present giveaway for Famitsu readers of this cool Sekiro statue. Yeah, here's the cross reviews. Zombie Army 4, Dead War, and then Ita. Not really sure what that is. Zombie Army 4 got a silver. I watched some people play that not too long ago, and it does look really good. The Predator Hunting Ground game that came out got a silver as well. And then Ministry of Broadcast from Playism got some alright scores. Yeah. So, yeah, that takes us to the end of this magazine. Yeah, sorry, there's not much interesting stuff going on in this magazine this week. But let's take a look at my favorite part, which is snacks. So here we are. What do we got here? A tiramisu pan, it says. So tiramisu bread. Yeah, looks alright. Tiramisu is kind of coffee flavored, so coffee flavored bread doesn't sound bad. Down here from Lawson as well. This is from Lawson. We have a matcha tiramisu roll cake. So I don't know what they're pulling for the meaning of tiramisu. Is maybe it's like the structure of it. It needs to have like some kind of like a crumbled cookie inside or something. I'm not really sure. So over here from Mini Stop, they have a berry rare cheese parfait. So berry cheesecake parfait sounds pretty good. Over here we have a hurricane potato at Family Mart. Mimi Pukun Parfait. I don't know this character, Mimi Pukun. This looks pretty good. They're at Family Mart. They're doing a bacon omusubi. So it's gonna be bacon on top of like rice in the shape of like an onigiri. So, Over here we have cold spaghetti with a thick fish-based soup that you're gonna pour on top. Think of it kind of like a cold ramen, basically. That's at Lawson. Over here we have our normal cup ramens that they usually are doing every week. This is a chicken broth soba. Sometimes they say soba and it's like buckwheat noodle soba. Sometimes they say soba and it's just regular ramen noodles. So I'm not really sure which one they're going for. I think it's probably just ramen noodles. That doesn't look like soba noodles there. Down here we have a curry udon. It says like Yokosuka Kaigun curry udon. So yeah, curry is very popular in the military over here. It's something that they eat like on a weekly basis. I think every Friday I heard that military serves curry. It's curry and rice. It's a thing that definitely gives you like a lot of energy. So I don't know why they need a lot of energy on a Friday when they should be probably going home for the weekend. So over here we have another chicken ramen, and then Mino mix. So almonds, and it looks like almonds, soybeans, and edamame. No, sora daizu, sora mame. That's what it is. Sora mame. They're like big things. They're like larger than lima beans. They're green colored like lima beans as well. So, this looks really good. Tandoori chicken flavored ramen. Oh no, tandoori chicken flavored chips. Sorry, we're not on the ramen anymore. And then down here we have cream coron, chocolate mint flavored. So these are like little circular chocolatey things that have usually some kind of cream inside them. For Americans, think combos, but sweet. So like you're gonna have like a chocolate shell, and inside is gonna be like some kind of creamy flavor. This one being chocolate mint. So yeah, I'm clocking in at just under 30 minutes, so you can tell that this wasn't the greatest issue of Famitsu that we've ever seen. So yeah, I've been playing some Japanese games recently. I actually started playing Coldcept on Nintendo 3DS. I've been enjoying that because I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire on my Xbox One. So yeah, I've been really into card games recently. But Coldcept is good. It's always been good. The story's pretty easy to follow too, so playing it in Japanese. There's some weird kanji that come up every once in a while, but it's a good study opportunity. So yeah, so that's gonna be this week's edition of Famitsu. Check it out. My name is Paul Smith. Check out my website, owrgames.com. Follow me on Twitch, Facebook, Mixer, Twitter. They're all owrgames.com or OWR Games. If it's not OWR Games, you want to follow my personal stuff. That's all at SOPACHUCO13, SOPACHUCO13. Yeah, I haven't been posting as many videos recently, but I'm gonna change that this weekend and get some things scheduled for next week, and try to get a video up every week. Yeah, I've just been kind of dealing with some stuff recently. So And I think everybody's dealing with stuff because of this whole lock-in thing. So, yeah, catch me again next week. Hopefully we have a much more interesting issue. But it didn't look like the games on the horizon were that interesting. So, who knows? I am interested in that Guilty Gear game because I had that Guilty Gear game on the original Xbox, which is the only thing it came out on, because that was the first one of that series, and yeah, I played the hell out of it. I thought it was awesome. So I might buy this on the Switch if I get a couple of dollars laying around. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the episode. I will post this archive on YouTube later on tonight, so probably tomorrow morning American time. So thanks for joining me again for Famitsu Check It Out. This issue wasn't that great, so next week we'll have a better one. Let's hope. All right. See y'all later.